materials, and this is what I create.
What was the perception like for people in the industry? Is this a job preserved only for women, or men can also do? Well, we've seen some news coming out of Japan that people are taking more and more classes in flower arrangement to as a retreat, as a way to relax. But then as a career, is it common for a gentleman to take this as a career?
Well,
When you started?
well, I think in the field of floral design, the floral artist, there is no gender preference. No, because men or women can both work on this field. But in some countries, just maybe in India, you see only men work for flowers.
Yeah.
And if you go to, maybe it's connected to temple, it's connected to offerings. People who would enter the temple would be all men. So it's come from that direction as well. But when you go to Bali, you can see women, you can see both sexes working, maybe more women working on day-to-day basis, like sewing the garlands. So as you see on Bangkok street, on Bangkok floral market, you will see most of them would be women. Occasionally you will see men, but for more, I would say more creative work, is for on men again, like chef and
yeah, definitely, yeah. So it's not constrained to any particular gender.
No.
Doesn't really matter actually.
No, not matter.
And
it depends on your work.
Yeah.
It depends on
Definitely.
your work.
So yeah. So how do you categorize your work? I mean, you do work for hotels, 5-star hotels. We've seen some work in Sukhothai and Bulgaria
Hotel in Bali.
That's one thing that you do. Any other things that you
so
you do?
I would call that conceptual design.
Conceptual design.
Conceptual, total. I mean total property wide. For conceptual design, that's for hospitality business.
For the whole property.
For the whole property.
Okay.
And also I do work I would categorize in installation or art. So I would create pieces like a big floral sculpture, like I did for Rome International Film Festival a few years ago. The centerpiece at the lobby of the Sukhothai Hotel, or the centerpiece at the lobby of Bulgaria Hotel, or several others work that I have done for other spaces.
Yeah. Which one is easier to?
Well, it answers different questions.
Yeah.
For me, again, it's just having fun.
It's just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for example, the centerpiece at the Sukhothai Hotel. What was the subject given to you that you came up with that installation that we saw in Sukhothai?
The general manager of the Sukhothai Hotel just told me that he would like to have a piece that people would talk about.
Okay.
That's it.
That's very broad.
Yeah, very broad. Yeah. And I don't know what I will. I didn't know what I would give to what would be the work that I would give to them, and they don't even know what I will produce for them.
How long did it take for you to come up with that design that we see?
Just a few months.
Yeah,
just a few months.
Yeah. It just came to you just like that, or you did
I spend
research?
time at the spaces. I do the research. I go to the market. I read book. I look at the architectures of the interior design. So I do a lot of homework, and when the design comes, it comes.
Yeah. When it comes, it comes. Exactly, it's an art. Yeah, you cannot just put the deadline. Can we put the deadline to it?
That helps.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, when you need to beat the deadline. Yeah. And how do you feel when you see your work being copied? Because I've seen a very similar installation like one we saw in Sukhothai, in Mumbai actually. One of the leading hotel, a 5-star hotel, and you see it and you just recall, I've seen this before. and they're not related actually. So how do you artists protect your work?
Well, I do not protect my work at all.
Okay.
And
you don't patent
I feel,
it? Do you patent it?
Well,
Copyrights it?
patent wouldn't help because it have to be exact copy. So that if you if it's been changed just a little bit,
you cannot sue them.
I could not sue them. And but the way I think is that I feel honored. That's one thing, and the other thing, when people work and you know, like my first book, very successful, Tropical Colors, and if you go to any spa, any hotels in Southeast Asia, you will see the work being the inspirations of the work that they've done throughout Southeast Asia in spa and hotels everywhere. And my thinking is that when people work, people earn their livings. They can send their children to school. Whenever they open my pages, they would be inspired. They think of me, and that is all positive energies, and that's why my work would never, my creativities would never end, because every time people turn on the pages, there are positive energies running through.
Well, they'll be opening more pages because Kun Sakul is launching another book this coming October, and that's
that would be 370 pages.
370 pages. We'll talk more about that when ASEAN Talks returns on ASEAN TV. Be right back.